G'day! In today's video I've got a Samsung Galaxy A5 and on this one it's currently got an audio issue where there's no audio getting played at all. So I'm going to open it up, tear it down and see what I can find at the loudspeaker. I have it on my blue heat mat here for about 5 minutes at 75 degrees Celsius. I'm going to spray some isopropyl alcohol and get into this phone. So I'll start up here, slide down. Now do be careful not to either dig too fast as it will tear the plastic. It is fairly durable, but at the same time you do need to have a bit of care to it. So typically I would use a thin metal pry tool, but this is more just my regular pry tool, as the thin metal one tends to eat into the plastic and damage it. Now, if you do fluke it, what I'm trying to do now is remove the double-sided adhesive at the same time as the back cover, or keeping it bonded to the back cover. So it's mostly there. Granted it is a bit warped out, but that's alright. We will also need to remove the SIM tray out, and then a whole bunch of Phillips head screws from there. These ones don't want to actually leave the body of the phone, which is a pain, but it is what it is. I'll go over them with a pair of tweezers at the end to get into it. So you can try to remove the back assembly now, but you will probably end up throwing a whole bunch of screws all over your desk. So that's why I'm doing the tweezer method here. Just using them to remove it. And disconnect the fingerprint scanner. And from here, we should be able to make a gap and pry into the phone. There we go. And now we're in. So looking at the phone, this bit here is the loudspeaker. It should be making perfect contact onto these two pins here. And as I'm looking at it, both these connectors here and here look to be very flat. So what I'm going to do is try and bend them up to hopefully make more contact onto that connection. So if you can see these ones down here, they stick up nicely. These two are dead flat. Bingo, so these are able to be bent upwards. Another alternative you can do. So now with those pins straightened out, I might actually even go and dob just a little bit of solder on there, just to make sure it is really making a good connection with this. Because right now the phone has no audio at all. What I suspect has happened is it's had an impact on the back of the phone, which has pushed these metal pins in here. And yeah, with a little bit of solder on there, I reckon we'll raise up the peak so it makes a metal to metal contact. 1 second. There we go. Connect the battery back up. Put the back cover on loosely and give this a quick test. Click, 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 click. I will put the screws around this area just so it applies downward pressure onto the earpiece speaker, or the loudspeaker, sorry. And hopefully from there, this phone is back up and going. So now if I go into sounds and settings, you'll hear a ringtone. Excellent. So from here it's just right for reassembly, and then we're good to go from there. Reassembly is pretty darn straightforward too. So we'll commence by putting all the screws back in, reconnecting the fingerprint scanner, and putting the back on.